What's going on, everyone? Good morning. How you guys doing? Let's jump into these levels. There you go. Good man. Excuse me. So basically, from yesterday, we went nowhere. We're just sitting in this range. We went up a couple bucks. We didn't pick a direction. We want to see the 78.20 break. I mean, you could try to get in early. That 7800 break. So over 7800, you could take up to 7820. Or you could try to wait for that previous all-time high to break, retest, and look for that continuation to the upside. And same thing as yesterday, right? Under 7,700, you could take it down to 76, possibly 75.40. And in this range, you could play the short of 78.20, or you could play the long of 7,700. You could play 77 to 78.20 or 78.20 back to 77 if we don't pick a direction and break out soon. It's mostly the same thing for a lot of the stuff we're going to be covering. So same with SPY, we're flirting with all-time highs. Looks like she wants to break that 776, so a break and hold over that previous all-time high. More continuation. Look to target 780. If we do reject the 776, you could play the range from 776 down to 760, vice versa, 760 back up to 776. The only short is if 760 fails, you could play it back down to 744. Would be my last target for now. For triple Qs, you guys know we've been talking about this 722 for about 2 weeks now. So over 722, I love the 735 to 737 targets. If we break this 722, we're probably going back down to that 700. And for NQ, same thing, right? We've been flirting with this 30,000 for about 2 weeks now. Can't seem to break it. So over 30,000, we want to see that break, hold. Then we should grind to 30,300 to 30,600. If we do reject the 30,000, we can look for 30,000 back to 29.6, which is not marked, and then full TP would be 28.9. And you can play this range as well, right? You can play the short of 30K back down, or you can play the 28.9 or the 29.6 back up. The only short is if we start breaking structure under 28.9, and you can take this down to 27.963. You guys have any questions? Let's hop into news for the day. For news, on Thursday, we had jobless claims at 8:30. That's basically the only thing we had that could potentially move the market. Tomorrow, we got core retail sales at 8:30, followed by retail inventories at 10 a.m. So there's really not much news today. Actually, let's see what we got for earnings. Earnings Thursday. You got bullish, you got workhorse, and Gemini today. Throat is shot. Excuse me. Those allergies. You guys have any questions? Any other stocks? Anything about the levels? Also, tomorrow we will be having another battle. For those who watched last week, tomorrow's Jada versus North Shore, 9:30 Eastern Time. See if North Shore can continue the streak or if Jada knocks him out. KO. North Shore the Great. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do, B. I do like these longs if we start breaking out. If you guys see NQ, it looks like she's flagging. See my screen right here. Looks like she could be potentially flagging up. Come on. All right. See if you can break out and go start breaking this 30K we've been flirting with for, I would say, at least a week and a half. Sitting at this 30K. How those TPTs going, B? You're on those lives, right? I need to see a payout from you, my man. There's a possibility. If we see NQ start showing cleaner movement, I might hop into NQ. Like I said, I do like the chart better. It's just not moving. So if we do see the breakout on NQ, I will play it. Like that 30,000 break, like I tried last week or earlier this week, whatever it was. I'll I'll go for it, but NQ is just kind of in this range, right? You go back, it's been chopping. So we'll see if it gives an opportunity. Otherwise, I'll stick with ES. This hourly chart's looking pretty nice too, my man. See if you are you trying the MES or you just running the mini still? Closer you get, I would size down to be honest. So this hourly to me, I do like it for more upside. I want to see this get taken out. Yesterday's high, pre-market high. Yes, you're a degenerate. That's why. If we do get a pullback, I'm looking for the 77.80 retest. Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm looking for a retest. You guys could try the shorts here. I mean, I would wait for market open. I want to jump in, but you could retest here. This would be our long opportunity. If this 77.80 fails, we're probably coming back down to this 70-ish. This shelf right here. I mean, triple Q or NQ, they look like they're flagging. Just want to see if they break out, NQ is going to go, or ES is going to go stupid. Yeah, VWAP's 82, so anywhere off that 80, 83, this is ideal. We want to see this hold. Maybe we sweep it. We come back down to the 78 reclaim. That would be our entry on that reclaim. That I am. Thank you. You guys are sick. Also, we need to do. You need to set up your cameras and everything. North Shore's already set up. That I have to check. You know what's funny? I got the robe on Amazon. The same time I got the what you call it, but the robe for some reason the what you call it, the jersey was like delayed. I think it came. I gotta check. Yeah, it's those points. Burn the points up. We got about a minute and a half. Yeah, I really want to see NQ break that 29,924, that 920 right there. We can take that out. I'm liking that. ITM Trading SpaceX. This hourly looks beautiful. If they don't give us a pullback and it just runs up to this 7,800 or NQ to 30K, I'm gonna be pissed. $25 MES. I got too many. You're sick. We got about 10 seconds, guys. See if we can get a pullback. We want this 80. That would be the best bet. See if we can get it. Just like yesterday. Remember, we had a big sell off and we did catch the bottom. We did make money on it. See if we can do it again. See how the hourly flips so disgusting. Come on, give me that 80. No, might not get it. Up to what, 84? 85? Yeah, 85. Yeah, I might just grab longs. It's not even going to freaking give us a pullback. See if I can get like an 88, 89 at this point. Well, NQ is breaking down a little more. Let's see if ES can follow. This is that nonsense where ES just shows more strength. Let's see, tech, Apple, Amazon just hammered. Meta popped right off that 577. I should have pulled that 89. I hate getting in the open drive though. That's my issue. Well, give me. I'll just pull the 89 if I get it, or 90 at this point. It's not even gonna. I'm just gonna get in. It's not gonna. It's just gonna go. I'm not missing the run. I'll add in if it comes to it. I got half a mini right now. The 89. I should have just pulled the trigger. See what tech's doing. Yeah, tech's starting to push. Nvidia's pushing. Tesla's pushing. Meta's going to that top of the range at 589. Amazon based out, Apple based out, Microsoft pushed off that 492, pretty aggressive. So let's see if NQ and ES could. I want to see NQ break this range over that 924. NQ did just break it as we spoke. Where is my? So all right, anyone in longs with me? We take out 800. We're probably pushing to that 820, guys. You could put your stop for BE or trail accordingly. That's why I had to. I hate kind of chasing, but you never get. This is what happens. We never get the entry, and then it runs, and then I just miss the whole trade. If we reject this 800, though, might just lock it in. I want to see us blow through this. We take this out, we should get to that 820 or fairly close to it. Might just take it. NQ looks like she's slowing down. Let's see. Or if it doesn't make it to that 30K, I might lock it in off NQ. If NQ gets to 30 and rejects, I'm just going to lock in ES wherever it kind of lies. If NQ does break through, I'm going to try to hold this thing to 78.20. It's at that 30. Let's see. Will NQ break this 30K? That's all we care about right now. She hit 30. Let's go. You guys still in longs with me? I'm just going to lock it here just in case we do get a retest on that 30K. 287. Beautiful, beautiful. Took it for 12 points. Then we had a horrible entry. See if we just retest that 30K. I do like NQ. If we hold the 30K, I might switch over to NQ and try the 30K retest and take it up. And if you guys are still holding, I mean, ideally NQ is still going. If you're really looking for that 78.20, just trail it or just trim, either or. Just don't try to ride it back. I don't see it going back to where we got in. Because I want to get back in full size. And I tend to ride it back to BE. I was going to take 2 or 3 off, but I'd rather just build a buffer. See if we get the 30K retest right here. We did get a nice buffer. Start that morning. I got out like right here at 05 or whatever it was. So I don't know if you've been noticing, but all week last week I'd ride it up like $200-300 on the first trade, and then I just take it for break even or like $50. So just trying to secure the profits. I mean, that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm just taking it. Today will be the day where it doesn't give me the pullback. And then the times I'm willing to hold for 30 points, it pulls back to retest our entry. It looks like she wants to just freaking go wild. You guys see this hourly? If you guys are still holding, I mean, look at this hourly. Of course, this does this, right? The 88 was it. Yeah, I would love an 800 retest for longs. ES is going to 8,000. Yeah, I got liquidity down there, 97. That's funny. So this is where I got out, 805. So we did push another $4, but it wasn't worth me saying. I'd rather just lock it in. If it keeps pushing, I'm gonna be pissed if I don't get the retest. Sitting on my hands. I don't really care. I got a pretty decent start to the day with that. There's that retest of 30K for anyone looking for NQ. I don't know if you guys saw that. It just wicked right at it. NQ's holding that 30. See if it breaks it. Yeah, that's where I'm looking to add. Between 97 and 800, I'm looking to get in. If we can hold, if it flushes, I'm just going to see if we go retest VWAP or something down at 87 again. You do got a gap right here too, fair value gap. This basically 899. That's why I just took the whole thing. I gave up an extra $4, $4. It wasn't even worth the stress. NQ's at that 30K, 29.95, 96. Let's see if she can hold. This could be the long right here. Here's that next 15-minute candle in about 3 seconds. Yeah, it's holding. I'm in, guys. Yeah, I did. Looking to take this back to 809. We sniped that, guys. Beautiful entry. NQ's at high a day. See, NQ off that 30,000 already pushed 58 points. ES did 6. NQ might open her wings today. And B, I don't know if you're watching still, but this is why I run the micros. So you don't need a bunch to make good profit. I'm just gonna take it in case it rejects. It's most likely gonna push up 443. 820 is your target if you guys just want to hold. Yeah, but this could be a leg up. That's where the value area high gets kind of shot because you're like, oh, it has to come retest, but the market could just be making a whole leg up and then it'll reset. I sold at what, 808, 809, right? Like $1 away. NQ looks like NQ has the most room. The 30,000, it's at 30,100. You would have been up 100 points on NQ, and it's still got easily another 200 to go. Yeah, she's just going for that 20. She's gonna double top or go make a new all-time high. That's solid. I'm at least happy I pulled the trigger today on that freaking 90 because I would have missed the whole run again. Then it would have retested 800. I would be like, I want 95 or whatever, like right here. 97. It would have never hit and it would have ran again. NQ or NQ, SPY made a new all time high, I believe. Yeah, it did. 776.96. New all time high on SPY. Triple Q's still got a little ways to go, but she's going to start catching up probably soon. That was that consolidation yesterday, right? Consolidated all day, and today it broke out. How do you do North Shore, B, Rome if you're out there, Big Vin? You guys catch that long? Yeah, 807 or 809. Give it like $1 or two at that 80 that candle. There you go, North Shore. Can, isn't it funny when you don't trade pre-market by yourself? You take one trade and you're no stress. That's weird. Weird. I'm waiting for this Wait for the hourly to close. The only reason I don't like the short is because NQ is between that 30,000 and that 30,300. It's the center of the range right now at 150. If she gets enough steam, she could keep grinding up, which will bring ES to another all-time high. So it's hard to say she's top just because it's at all-time highs at the moment. Look at that buying power. Look at this hourly candle. Like, sure, it could engulf it, but or just inverse hammer or something. But this looks. You can't short this. You can't short that, Jim. Like, oh no, North Shore. Yeah, Brandon, did you take that long? Should have been a nice buffer to your live account. These are the days I love when it's just the volume and everything aligns. We broke our 77.90. It gave us the perfect retail. Like these are the days I love. Yesterday I can't even look. It just pisses me off. Sitting in the trade for an hour. It's got about 6 minutes into this hourly close. See how it plays out. Keep trailing your stop if you guys are holding. Mm. She looks like she wants to go higher. You're probably going to get to that 820 retest. SPY just cracked 777. And triple Q is heading to that 735. We talked about that 722 as the pivot. Held it and exploded to 731 already. So NQ is the cleaner of the two moves, in my opinion, because it reclaimed that 30K. Ideally up here if you want to just maybe trim it. You're about to close this hourly in about 4 or 5 minutes, and you're close to that 78.20. That's why we got off yesterday early. Got off early. Called the move today. They're really going for that 820. They're gonna go for it. Get more delta printing. Positive delta. Yeah, you might go. You might get it right here. It's still picking up. You got positive delta printing on the footprint chart. There's 19. So NQ could just keep going. Nah, don't get jacked up for the short. Yeah, NQ has so much room to go, guys. Ideally, yeah. I mean, you're probably gonna get the 20. And it looks Spy and Triple Q are just pushing. Triple Q still got another $4 to go to the upside. Yeah, there it is. I mean, you could trail at this point. You could put your stop at like 815 if you want. 812. You guys should have caught at least 20 points. You TP'd already, yeah. The smart thing for us to do. We made our money. Yeah, it's fire. Just kind of analyze the chart today since we locked it in, because otherwise you're gonna start trying to short this and give it all back. So we get some screen time in right here. You have 10 seconds for this hourly close. You guys should have TP'd, or I'd at least lock it in here at that 820. It still looks like she wants to go, but I would trim at least 50% at this full TP we had at the 820. I'm so happy I pulled the trigger at that 90. Where was it? Right here? It's also I was telling you guys to hold, or if you guys trade NQ off that 30K, because it's easier to manage the trade, right? ES is hard because there's no levels here. So at least if you trade NQ, it's picture perfect. Broke through the 30K, retested. That's when we said NQ retested the 30K, right? And then you'd be up at least 150 points right now, looking for another 150. So you have at least targets set on NQ or ES. It's kind of hard because you're in price discovery. Like ES can just keep going until NQ tops out at 30,300. So this thing can get to like 7850 ideally. Like another 20 points. You still holding North Shore? 800. That's a nice day. North Shore trying to short it. It's just green candle after green candle. Rome, you out in that trade, buddy? I don't know if Brandon got off. Yes. We talked about the 7820 was full TP. Here we go. Good big gym out there. Yeah, I'm probably done for the day because I know myself. I'll start trying to short this thing and just, next thing you know, I'm break even on the day. I'll chill for a bit. If you guys have questions. I mean, it just looks like it wants to keep going. If you get a retest at 820, that'd be your entry once again. You broke that all-time high, you'd retest and hold, and that would be your continuation. E27. See what Tech's doing. I mean, Tech should be pushing today since NQ's kind of. Yeah, Tesla pushed pretty nice. Still in this range, but it did bounce. Meta did get to that 589 we talked about. 577 to 589. That played out. 492. We talked about this on Microsoft a few times when we lost that 507. That 492 is the re-entry, and now you can grind back up to that 507. Nvidia's just making new highs. Guy loves SpaceX. Short is here, North Shore. This is short. The 28, or 82, 82, 828. I'm bugging. No, I want to see SpaceX double bottom. Um, yeah, I'm done for the day. Sure, we could do that. Just give me a few minutes. I'll end the stream in a bit. We'll set it up. North Shore, if you want to set it up too, just so it's all done. Um, I think you're already set though, but we should be good. Yeah, we'll cut this in like 10 minutes. Here we go. Yeah, that's fine. We can do it at like 10:30. I'm gonna call it a day before I do something stupid. So I'm gonna sign off, guys. Hopefully you guys caught that long with me at open. About 20 points. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Remember the battle is tomorrow. Tune in.